Gentlemen, we're here with Papa Alpha.
Howdy, folks.
For another great installment of the Alpha M Project. Today, we got an email from one of our members saying, Aaron, I'm constantly getting taken advantage of. From my friends, from people that I know. Pretty much my good nature is one of my downfalls. And I think that this is a very common situation with a lot of guys. I know it is for myself. I know it is for my dad. We have talked about it before. And getting taken advantage of just because you're a nice guy really sucks. Does this mean you shouldn't be a nice guy? I say no, but it does mean that you need to treat people how you want to be treated. Or no, you need to teach people, is that what I'm saying? You teach people how you want to be treated and how you will accept being treated. And that's sort of my philosophy. And I developed this philosophy after a very difficult time when I had the nutrition store with a gentleman. Pretty much, I would always, basically get taken advantage of by this guy, and I never really stood up for myself. And that's really what it is. For me, it's about standing up for myself and saying no when I need to say no. And if somebody does something or says something, instead of being like, okay, yeah, well, whatever, I say no. This is not okay. What is your thought, Dad?
Well, when you told me what we were going to talk about, I thought about it. I think you just gave me the answer because I thought, people that are not nice, that are self-absorbed, that really don't care.
Not to me.
That really don't care about people.
Let's move up a little. Okay. Keep going.
Anyway, people that are not nice, that are self-absorbed, don't really care necessarily about other people, never get taken advantage of. And if you're a nice guy, like Aaron was saying, it can happen all too often. And so I thought about it because it has happened to me. People have pointed it out to me after the fact a lot of times. And I think that, I was trying to figure out why that is and how you can overcome it. And up until you started talking, I didn't think there was a way to do it. I think that's probably the most concise way to say it, is you have to teach people how you want to be treated. It's funny that you bring this up at this point because right now I'm in the process of buying a new home and had the most outrageous phone call, now I look at it outrageous, from the guy who's living there. He doesn't even own the house, but he was a contractor, helped fix the house up. We've had some discussions, very nice guy, we kind of got friendly a little bit. But he called the other day, and we've already set up a closing date. We've taken care of our moving things and all that. And the guy says to me, I didn't know I had to be out the day of closing. And I can't be out. I want 10 days to get my stuff together. Well, being a nice guy and being used to people taking advantage of me, I was a little taken back. And
well, that's the other thing, because a lot of times, unless you plan and you're prepared, people ask you things and they catch you off guard. This happens all the time. I've got a friend, a buddy, who does this constantly, and like we'll be talking about something, then he'll hit me with something, and I just don't have time to think of an excuse or think of an answer, and I'm like, okay, and then I'm like, damn, why? And then I'll have to think of some way to get out of it. But go on, Dad.
Well, also it was the first time I've ever bought a home, so I'm thinking, well, I don't know, maybe this is how people do things. Plus we're kind of moving in slowly over 2 weeks after the settlement. But then I stepped back from it and thought, well, it's ridiculous. The fact at that point we own the house. If anything would happen, we're responsible for it, and and you've got to coordinate all of your everything. All the moving stuff, we had set it up so we got ahead.
What's happened? What is the outcome?
So the outcome is...
my wife's mad at me.
Well, that goes without saying. She definitely is one to point out when I let people take advantage of me. But, no, I mean, it was just very, very matter of fact. I called him up and I said, I can appreciate your situation. We looked into it. And honestly, there's really nothing I can do. Everything is set up. Our movers are set up. We have the appointments. My wife has taken off work so she can help us move in the day of settlement. So you need to be out. And he still tried to say that.
But ultimately, he's like, okay.
He
doesn't matter.
He sort of almost threatened that the owner of the house was going to push back settlement until my agent pointed out the fact that contracts are all signed. We paid money we needed to pay, and there's nothing they can do about it. So I think that the key is exactly what you were saying.
Focus. Come on, focus. Bring it home, Dad. Bring it home.
The key is to let people know how you expect to be treated. We all want to be liked, and you know, the fact that someone wants something of you that you can't give them.
Even if you can give them. Let me take it from here, Dad.
Go.
Okay. Now come back. All right. So here's the situation. Everybody wants to be liked, but the fact of the matter is that not everybody is going to like you. And this is something that I had to learn a long time ago. I was very a people pleaser, really, is what it comes down to. So I'm always trying to please everybody. Well, then one day I was like, you know what? This is ridiculous. I need to please myself first. You are the only person that ultimately can control your happiness and the way that you basically interact with other people. And so, what I learned for myself, and what I hope you learn if you need to learn this, is that not everybody's going to like you, and it's okay. The majority of people are going to like you, and if somebody's not going to like you because they can't take advantage of you, then F them. You don't need them anyway. Dad, great video.
Thanks. I like him.